into the regular council land use. I will call that meeting to order, and we'll go immediately into the land use applications. First one, Cloverdale B1.
Move the planning recommendations on number 1.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the bylaw, move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing reset for Monday, September 28th.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 2.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And move public hearing reset for Monday, September 28th.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And that is removing the gaming facility use at the Newton Square properties. Number 3.
And I'm really pleased to move planning recommendations on number 3. This is long overdue. This is the extension on the Newton Recreational Center.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 4.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 5.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 6.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing reset for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 7, move planning recommendations.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On zoning, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing reset for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 8, move planning recommendations on 8.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 9.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And move planning recommendations on 10.
Second.
And all those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 11.
Second.
New retail plaza, seconder. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning bylaw, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 12.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 13.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning bylaw, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Move
Carried.
public hearing set for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 14.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning bylaw, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 15.
Second.
All those in favor? Oh, Councillor Gill. You want it on the floor first, or you're going to speak to it? All right, it's on the floor. Yeah, speak to it now.
Madam Mayor, just one clarification in terms of the future Watson Street. I know that there is a relatively new residence on 164th, and I know that the access to the respective site is a half road. Just wanted to get clarification from engineering when and if the development proceeds, will the requirement require that full dedication for that road alignment be in place, given that there are some uncertainties as it relates to the eastern pattern of Watson or the future alignment of Watson?
Mr. Arison or Mr. Engineer,
Councillor Gill, through the chair. Yes, we are looking at working with the applicant to secure that widening that road and approaching the current owner of that residence. There is enough room to build a half road currently, but we wanted to see if we can improve the situation by speaking to that owner.
So, in fact, that the current residence may be intact even after the project is completed, correct?
At this point, we wanted to look at the detailed designs of the site. There is a requirement for cost sharing if we do need to buy that property and work through the design and purchase that property to make the access feasible.
And the other option would be that for the developer to be able to facilitate the road network to the east with the property owners to the east to continue have that line constructed, correct?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Okay, first, second. Do I have a mover?
So you have to, on the recommendation, I'll question on that.
No, I didn't have a mover yet. You need a
So
second.
I'll move the recommendations on number 15.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move
bylaw.
first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 16, move planning recommendations.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
On second, sure.
I'm just wondering if planning might have a drawing scheme of what the duplexes will look like fronting the street.
Do you have a rendering, Mr. Planner?
Madam Mayor, we do not have a rendering of the proposed duplexes. We do have something of the proposed row houses. I'm just going to dig those out.
I just noticed that there was some concern about their height, and it's been varied, but I'm just curious to see what they look like because they're large.
Perhaps we could have a rendering prior to the public hearing.
I believe there is a rendering.
There is a rendering
In the package.
in the package with the, yeah. But those are the row houses, correct?
That's correct.
Expect the duplex looks
The,
similar, but with two doors instead of...
Yeah, Madam Mayor,
Four.
the row houses, we have renderings because they are subject to a form and character development permit. The duplexes are not subject to a form and development permit.
So I would appreciate a rendering of what they look like when it goes to public hearing.
Okay.
And second of all, I just want clarification on whether in the duplexes there's allowed secondary suites in each duplex.
Okay. We can ask the
Single
applicant to
families.
clarify that.
Call the question on second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Number 17.
Move planning recommendations on 17.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Madam Mayor, I'm going to move planning recommendations, but I believe Councillor Starchuk had some comments.
On number 18.
Do I have a seconder?
Second.
Okay. I have no speaker. Just Councillor Starchuk.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I met with the group that was there, and there were some concerns regarding the West Panorama Ratepayers Association regarding the issues that were there around the tree retention, that there are some large trees on there, and the diagrams that they had didn't really indicate which ones they were. I went and visited what was there, and it wasn't clear to us. So that was one of the concerns. The second concern that they had was that of the possible trail that was going to be there in the right-of-way, and the fact that there's already an area of concern where they're talking about safety to the streets and the issues around crime that are there. So if there's a way before it goes to public hearing that those get addressed with the Ratepayers Association, then that would be great, because they don't feel that part has been heard, along with the issue around security to the neighboring properties that would be there with those dead-end roads that would be down there.
Thank you, Councillor. This doesn't go to public hearing, it's a DVP, so it's sitting on the floor. So are you suggesting, what are you suggesting?
Wait till it's addressed.
You're referring it back, which would be another resolution?
Madam Mayor, if for those reasons that are there, if we could have it sent back to staff to take a look at those items that are there and report back just to make sure that the concerns of the residents have been heard.
Okay, I will call the question on the setback variances, and let's see where we go. Councillor Gill, before I call the question, did you want to speak?
Yeah, Madam Mayor, I also received some correspondence from some of the neighbors in this particular neighborhood, and I believe, and what I understand, is that some of the neighbors were not consulted with the formal discussions. I think that there may have been some confusion in terms of who, in fact, is the association in that particular neighborhood. For that being said, I don't have any problems personally with the DVP that's being requested today, but just to err on the side of caution, I am suggesting that we just send it back to staff to have that robust discussion with the applicant. But certainly, I'm in a position to be able to approve this DVP tonight, but certainly just making sure that the community has that discussion, I can support the referral.
Okay, let's deal with the resolution on the floor first. So it's on the floor. I'm going to call the question. All those in favor?
Now, just for clarification, is it on the floor for support?
It's on the floor as it sits on table right now, which is to permit the setback variances.
So may I ask if there's
And then there will be a subsequent recommendation, if that fails, to refer back.
Okay.
Okay, so the one that's on the floor is as it sits on table, as it sits before you.
Okay.
All those in favor?
No, I am in favor of it, though.
You can't be both.
You're confusing us, Councillor Gill.
There's a half-hearted in favor here that we're not counting. All those opposed? Okay, now a referral motion.
Councillor Gill.
Councillor Starchuk, are you making a motion to refer?
Yeah, make the motion to refer this back to
I'll
staff.
second.
Seconded by Councillor Villeneuve. All those in favor of referral back for clarification and discussion around the trees? And is there an element on the walkway that you wanted? This is the one with the walkway that had some public safety concerns as well. Okay?
Yep.
I'm going to call the question on that. All those in favor? A hand really high up this time, Councillor Gill. Opposed? That is carried. Thank you very much. 19.
Move planning recommendations on 19.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 20.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On zoning, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 21.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 22.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Items referred back. Fleetwood Guilford, number 1.
I'll move the recommendation on the development variance permit on number 1.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Opposed? And I'm glad we came to some a common understanding there. That's carried. Number 2.
Madam Mayor, I'm also pleased to move planning recommendations on number 2, which is a liquor primary license for the DVP
Second.
for the PG Canada Association.
And I'm glad we came to some changes in operation there that allows us to be successful. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move
I'll
planning
move it.
recommendation.
Move planning recommendations on number 3, Madam Mayor.
I'll second it. Yeah.
All those in favor? Oh, Councillor Gill, did you wish to speak to that before I call?
I just want to thank staff and thank the applicant for actually going that extra mile. I think that the aesthetics in terms of what's being proposed now, reducing the number of antennas from 3 to 2 and reducing the overall height from those 2 antennas from 15 meters to 12 meters will certainly bode well for the community. So I think that when we do put our heads together that we really do come up with some great solutions. So I just want to thank staff for their efforts.
Thank you. That's good. Although I'll call the question. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And move planning recommendations on number 4.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move the public hearing be set for Monday, September 28th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Madam Mayor, if I could on number 4 as well.
Yes?
Madam Mayor, I know that this particular application, we had some difficulties with the community, and I believe, if I recall correctly, that this application was proposing a panhandle lot. I'm really happy with the solution that planning has put forth, and I'm very delighted to see that any future subdivisions in that particular area would also be having lots of similar width. So I just really wanted to thank planning. I know they needed a little bit of a push, and thank the community for that push as well.
Thank you. Number 5.
Well, I'll move we receive the information. Is that what we need to do?
Move planning recommendations on number 5.
Seconder?
Second.
I have Councillor LaFranc.
Sorry, I guess this is coming to public hearing this evening, and I'm just a little bit confused.
It's on the agenda.
Oh, it's an amendment of the...
I think we need that clarified. I believe.
Yeah, I think we need to have that clarified.
That's what I was sort of.
Is this
Is it tonight?
Madam Mayor,
is this relevant to the public hearing notification?
if I may, this is additional information to the planning report that was considered by Council in July, so it's important to have that information ahead of the public hearing.
It's important to have this information.
It provides an update on some of the issues that were outlined originally.
Can we simply receive the information
Just
and move on?
receive the information.
Just receipt of the information, and then we move on to the public hearing portion tonight?
That's correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll get a mover of receipt, and then Councillor Villeneuve has a question on it.
Well, just before a public hearing tonight, I guess it just seems to me that this application still needs quite a bit of information. I'm just feeling a bit reluctant about going to public hearing because I think there's a lot of questions yet that can't be answered, and I'm wondering if staff is going to be prepared to answer those questions at public hearing, I guess, after reading this report coming back. So I don't know whether you want to give us some guidance on that, but I also don't want to be putting people in an awkward position because it doesn't seem like the information's complete in some pretty important areas that are dealing with the environment. I'm just sensing we're going to get questions at the public hearing on this one.
Madam Mayor, this is it lists additional requirements that would be required before this project should it receive third reading tonight later on. Those would be additional conditions to the original conditions that were already included as part of the rezoning application that was considered by Council in July. So basically, we've reinforced some of the components of the project that must be addressed before final, should that project get third reading.
Okay. And before final, if some of these are presenting a problem, then staff will let us know. Is that correct?
That is correct. Then the project would not be ready to be considered for final approval at a later date, because these would have to be fully completed.
Okay, thank you.
So just to clarify, this is information that's advancing what will be required prior to any final adoption of this application.
That is correct, Madam Mayor. The original report had a list of conditions. These additional planning comments are adding further conditions that would have to be totally fulfilled should the project be granted third reading before the project goes for final approval at a later date.
All right. So
does that make sense?
Okay. So it's a motion to receive?
Yes, it's a motion. If I can just complete, I would actually appreciate it for the public hearing, because we're going back and forth between meetings, to have a hard copy of this report in hand on table for the public hearing, if that's possible.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Do I have it on the floor, Madam Clerk? Yes. Okay, call the question. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Land use contracts.
On D1, Madam Mayor, move planning recommendations to terminate land use contract number 57.
Seconder?
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the bylaw reading, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for October 20th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On D2, move planning recommendations to terminate land use contract number 60.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
On
Carried.
the bylaw readings, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Move
Carried.
second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Move
Carried.
public hearing set for October 20th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Madam Clerk, will you make sure the public is aware that that October 20 date is a Tuesday, not a Monday? Okay, thank you. Number 3.
Move planning recommendations to terminate? No. Move planning recommendations on number 3.
To terminate.
Second.
Yeah. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the bylaw readings, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for October 20th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 4, move planning recommendations to terminate land use contract 406.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
On the
Carried.
bylaw readings, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Move
Carried.
public hearing be set for October 20th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 5, move planning recommendations to terminate land use contract 542.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
On the
Carried.
bylaw readings, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Move public
Carried.
hearing be set for October 20th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Bylaws, permits.
Move H1.
Move
final.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning bylaw, move final.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
On
Carried.
the development permit, ask that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute, pardon me, DVP number 7911012700.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move final on 2.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move that the mayor and the clerk be authorized to execute development variance permit number 7912009800.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And again, that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute development variance permit number 7912009801.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And same number 7912009800.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 3, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute development variance permit 7914036000.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And on the second one, 7914036000.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 4, move that council close application number 7910028000.
Second.
And file bylaw number 17646.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 5, close application number 7912011000 and file bylaw number 17973.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And on number 6, close application 7911017100 and file bylaw number 17760.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And on number 7, close application 7907031600 and file bylaw number 16671.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And any other business? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.